Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to our guests for the last few weeks. So we had Chris Horn last week, we had Mark Drury from Qualitex the week before, and of course we had Rob Driscoll, the Bowtie Balloon Guy, the week before then. So thank you all for coming down, and for Rob, I say coming down because we're in the south, Rob Driscoll coming across from Portsmouth. It was really great to see all of you, and I look forward to working with you even more in 2020. Right, how has 2020 been for you so far? I have to say, it's Monday on the day of filming, and on Friday we had quite a few people coming in saying, oh, I'm so busy this weekend. Yeah, it's been a good start to 2020. Yeah, I'm rammed, I've got lots on Saturday and Sunday. So it's really nice to hear that people are having a very positive start to 2020. I hope that's the case for everybody out there. Now, you remember a few weeks ago we talked about goals, we talked about writing them down. I hope you've done that. But if growth is one of your goals for this year, then at some point you might have to recruit somebody. Now, you may not realize this. I've been recruiting for more than 20 years. I was in recruitment before I came into the balloon industry. And I was talking to Jackie from Progressive Party and partyworldwide.net, and decided that I'd do an article on recruitment. Now, as I say, I've been recruiting for, I think it's 22 years, something like that. And it is, I did it really, really well. And I did it really, really badly. That's the thing about recruitment. It is, even after years and years, you can still sometimes get it wrong. So at the beginning, when you first do it, it can be quite hard. So I wrote this article, and it is really what I have learned from my mistakes over the years recruiting. So just type Progressive Party magazine into Google, and if you click on the November and December issue, I think it is, and it's in there somewhere where I talk a little bit about recruitment. And by the way, if anybody does want to talk to me about recruitment, wants some advice, wants some tips, if you're struggling with it or you can't get your process right, then feel free to give us a call here in the office and I'll talk to you, or drop me an email, whatever you like. It's just because I've done it for so many years, I have quite a good idea of definitely some of the pitfalls of doing it when you start out. So yeah, happy to help there. But I have to say as well, Progressive Party and partyworldwide.net, if you've not signed up to partyworldwide.net's email, just go to the website partyworldwide.net and sign up for the email. You get an email every, I think it's two emails a week, and the articles are mainly written by Jackie, and Jackie just has this very good style, very short. You don't have to spend lots of time reading the email, but the articles are short, and if you want more information, you can click on them and go and read it on the website. But it's really good, really informative. It covers our industry, not just here in the UK, not just in Europe, but worldwide. There was a really good article and video about Party City last week. So yeah, recommend partyworldwide.net. Go and sign up to that email now. Right, so 2020. What are the trends going to be in 2020 for our industry? Normally talk about this at this time of year, and I'm going to make that the question of the week. So what do you think is going to be the biggest trend for 2020? So I've asked Mrs. B and talked to the guys in the office, and we've come up with a few that we think are going to be either changes or growth of a trend or a new trend. So the first one is Ombre. So, these balloons, by the way, all from one manufacturer. Can you guess that? Actually, you probably do know the manufacturer because we probably put it in the title of the show. Anyway, all from Grabo. But this is Ombre. This is what Ombre means. Goes from one colour to another colour through a sort of rainbow effect. And there are quite a lot of Ombre products now, and we've seen the growth of Ombre products. In fact, if you go on the website balloonmarket.co.uk, click on Party Supplies and Collections, there's different collections. You can click on Ombre and you can see all the different Ombre products that we offer. So we think that is going to be one trend that is going to grow. And the second, it's not so much a trend as in a use of particular products, and we think it's going to be the chrome and the reflex balloons from Qualitex and Sempertex. I think when Qualitex introduced these a couple of years ago, it was completely changing the industry, and I think it takes time for something to get into the industry, but I think it's just getting there now. And as the manufacturers are introducing new colours and new sizes, I think we're going to see a lot more of that shiny effect of balloon, particularly in organics. And it's just a different texture. And I think that is one of the products that is actually going to differentiate professionals from people that do it in home on their own. So I know there's some people that are worried about people that are at home doing it on their own is taking business away. I disagree. I don't think that's the case at all. I don't think they were ever your customers, but this definitely differentiates the professionals from the people that want to do it themselves. So that's the second trend, I think. The third, organic. Now, organic's been around a while now, but I think we're going to see some interesting organic work. It's normally, you know, a lot of people do organic, big arches, big installations, big walls, all that sort of stuff. And I think people are actually going to shrink organic down. And I think that there's a bit of a trend of that already. In the States, helium has been a massive part of the balloon industry, obviously for many, many years. And the balloon industry in America is far bigger than here in the UK. And I think people have had to think creatively. So a customer might still want a big centerpiece, 4, 5, 6 feet tall, but they're having to air fill them. So what can you do? So I've seen pictures of people that have created these amazing organic designs, sort of this tall, but it's different types of foils and different textures and things like clears and stuff like that combined with latex, but on a smaller scale compared to a big demi-arch. So I think we're going to see more of that. And I do think we're going to see more of other things being introduced to organics. So I think we're going to see more of the different types of flowers, different types of leaves, and as I say, the different textures of the different types of balloons. So I think that's going to be something to look out for there. And the next thing is backdrops. Backdrops in general. Again, if you're using balloons and doing a balloon wall, then that would be air-filled, and you can incorporate organic into that, but also other backdrops. So you've seen the big round ones maybe that people are using now, and then personalizing them. So that is popular. People are using door curtains and shiny things for backdrops. So I think that's going to be really popular. I know somebody else that thinks is going to be really popular, Sue Bowler, so much so that she has worked with us, and we have filmed a balloon course on Balloon School Pro, which is our Vimeo channel, that is going to be available very, very soon. In fact, it's 2 courses. The first is balloon walls, and the second is how to take it from a balloon wall to wow. And you'll get a discount on both. That should be available. If it's not available by the time you watch this, it's going to be available very, very soon afterwards. So it's really designed for those people that, we've had a lot of people say, we want online training because we can't make it to the training courses, and that's effectively what these are. These are online courses. A bit more detail, or a lot more detail than you would get on BMTV, for instance, but Sue is just amazing. This thing that she designed, this amazing piece is fantastic. So anyway, Sue obviously thinks backdrops are going to be a thing this year, and I think we're going to see more of those. The last thing that we think is going to continue is personalization. It's not going away. People will be personalizing backdrops. People will be personalizing balloons, continue to personalize balloons. And it's not just balloons though. So for instance, at Christmas, we saw a lot of people with the elf bottles personalizing those. So a lot more gifty type stuff. And it doesn't necessarily have to be with a silhouette cameo or vinyl at all. So don't forget, there's still the old school ways of doing things like glue pens and glitter. And you know, there's no reason why you still can't carry on doing those. And Rob Driscoll, when he was in, and he was talking, he drew the eyes on the little figures that he made. And from more than 2 feet away, they look as good as vinyl. You really can't tell. It's only when you're really close that you can see it's just drawn on. So drawing is still something that can be done. And writing, just if you've got a good way to write, unlike me, I can't read my writing, but if you do write well, then you can just write messages on there, particularly if you're good with script style writing. That can be really nice. So personalization, that is something else we think we're going to see more of in 2020. So yes, a lot of things growing rather than brand new trends. But yeah, that's what we think we're going to have. So yeah, as I say, leave your comments down below. What do you think the big trend of 2020 is going to be? Right. I've got a few things to tell you about. The first is delivery here at Balloon Market. I talked about it back in July last year. Our prices went up with DPD and they've gone up for the last 6 years, but we've never put our prices up. So we knew we had to put our price up for DPD. But I didn't just want to say, right, price is going up, that's it, lump it or leave it. We wanted to give everybody another option. So it's taken a while to work out exactly what we wanted to do with delivery. But we have made some changes now. So now we have standard courier delivery, that's 1 to 2 days, and that is mainly with parcel force. And then we have express courier delivery, and that is mainly with DPD. So the standard is great if you can plan ahead. It's 1 to 2 days. 90% of the time you will receive it next day, but allow 2 days for it to get to you. And obviously if it's getting closer to the end of the week, you might want the express DPD. You've got the extra tracking and all of that sort of stuff. I have to say DPD are the best. Even we have used a lot of couriers over the years, and without doubt DPD and their investment in their technology and their tracking just is far better than anybody else in the industry, which is why they charge more. And I know some people have moved away from using DPD, and we considered doing that, but we decided not to, just because the level of service is so good. And in my opinion, it's actually worth the extra. I had a good experience with DPD myself. Ordered a little mini sofa at the weekend, on Friday it was actually, from M&S, and it was delivered the next day, Saturday morning at 11:10. But I knew exactly when it was going to be delivered, and it was just really nice to have that tracking information, have the app. If you've not got the DPD app, it's worthwhile getting the DPD app. Really good. So we've got those two slightly different levels of service, but also we've changed the threshold that you get those service levels for free. So if you spend £125, then you will get the express delivery service for free. If you spend over £90, we've reduced it from 100 to 90, you will get the standard courier delivery for free. Sounds quite complicated. You can have a look at our delivery page on the website, but it does it all for you as you go through checkout. So it tells you how much you need to spend to get to £90, to get to £125, and it does it all for you. So it sounds more complicated than it actually is. But yeah, so we've given you another option. And of course, you still have the Royal Mail options starting from £1.50. Right, now the next thing I need to tell you about is our resources page. Yes, we've got our resources page on the website, had it for a while, but we've added a new section to that called manufacturer resources. So if you click on that, and these are all the PDFs from all the different manufacturers, all the information that they have about their float time, about color charts, about how much helium it takes to fill a particular balloon. We've put all of those in the same place, and they're under the separate manufacturers. So at the moment we have Qualitex, we have Anagram, we have North Star, and we have Sempertex. So they're the 4 that we have at the moment. Any more that come out, we will add them to that tab. Just a really good section. For instance, on the Anagram one, you can find out, you know, the airwalkers, the big balloons that you fill with air, and they've got weights at the bottom, or you fill with air or helium, depending what you're doing with them. It actually tells you which sections of that balloon you can fill with air and which sections you can fill with helium to save you helium. Obviously, with the helium shortage at the moment, that could be really useful. And it's got the volume of each of the balloons. The Qualitex one, you've got the double stuffing color chart, so how to make one color from 2 different colors, all of that sort of stuff. So it's all in one place. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk to you about before we get to talking about all these products is training. We have had people phone us and say, have you got some training? When's your training? Where's your training schedule? What are you doing? And we're just trying to get all our ducks in a row. And at the moment, we can confirm 2 training courses so far. So the first is the 26th of February, and that is a fundamentals with our good friend Mark Drury from Qualitex again. Those of you that have been on fundamentals will know it's a really great course. If you're starting out in the industry, if you've been in the industry just a short period of time, even if you've been in the industry, we've had people that have been in the industry 5, 6, 7 more years than that and come on a fundamentals and discover things they didn't know. So it's a really good grounding for your balloon industry, your balloon business. And the other one we have is the 19th of March, and that is with Chris Horn. So he's coming doing his organic course. As I say, organic is changing, and Chris has tweaked the course slightly. I don't think if you came on the Chris Horn organic course before last year that we hosted, I don't know that it'd be worthwhile coming on this one, but you might want to. But there are going to be some tweaks to Chris's design, he promises. So yeah, looking forward to that. Right, now there will be more. There will be more training. Just click on the banner that says training at Balloon Market, and you will see those throughout the year. Right, let's talk about these products. So Grabo, on the day of filming, it is Monday. These are being launched officially on Wednesday. Grabo are at the Toy Fair in Germany, and I think the first day is the day these will officially be launched. And then they are going to be at Spring Fair. Grabo are going to be at Spring Fair up at the NEC. And if you want to see any of these products in the flesh, you will be able to go up there and see them. Or you can pop in here if you like. If you're around and you want to see these in the flesh, you can pop in. So I'll be going a little bit all over the place, but to start with, I'm going to start over here. Forgive the post-it notes. These have literally just been delivered 3 hours ago. So yeah, I'm still getting familiar with the colours. So this one is a globe. These are the globes here, and I'll come back to those two, but that's a globe. It's called Platinum Grey. I think it's a lovely colour. I think greys are getting more and more popular, and they can be incorporated with different colours. So that's a normal Platinum Grey. I've got an inflated holographic Platinum Grey balloon. So slightly different to that one, but I don't know if you can see the holographic effect. It's very subtle, very sophisticated, but it's really nice. And this grey colour is fantastic. And then we've got a holographic Platinum Pure there, Rosé, and Tenerife Sea. We've got a couple others over here. This is the Champagne, and this is the Tiffany one. So you can see you can see the holographic effect of those. And then we come back over here, and then we have the Satin effect balloons. So these are the matte effect balloons, similar to the anagram ones. So you've got Satin Rubin Red, Satin Cherry, and Satin Navy Blue. So I think blue is going to be a popular colour. I didn't mention that. I think blue is going to be a popular colour in 2020. The Pantone of the year for 2020 is classic blue. There you go. So, and then a couple of balloons. We've got this one over here that is Bride to Be, but on the other side it is Miss to Mrs. And that matches this one. Sorry, there's a lot of products here. This champagne bottle, and it just says Bride to Be on both sides of this. So I think gold is going to be another colour for 2020 as well. And then we have this one as well. Boy or girl? Girl or boy? So this is obviously for gender reveal, and these balloons aren't designed to put confetti inside and burst. These are obviously to decorate the party, and then you would have your big balloon and burst that. I'm going to go back over here. These globes. I love these globes. This is obviously kind of mirror ball disco effect globe. Oh, that's quite cool, actually. I like that. And this one, I love this because it's a globe. So they call them globes, and it's a globe. So great for personalization, because you've got the Pacific there. That is the Pacific. That's the Pacific, isn't it? It is, yeah. That's the Pacific. That's the Atlantic over there. Yeah. So you've got the Pacific, and you can personalize that with little Jimmy's name or whoever. Obviously very popular for Father's Day. Best dad in the world. Yeah, they're great. What else have I got now? Where am I going? Let's go over here. So this is the Colourful Rainbow Effect. Just had to check a little post-it note on the floor there. Colourful Rainbow Effect. I have to say, some of these are prototype balloons, so they're not absolutely perfect, but you get the effect. So these are the Colourful Rainbow. Happy birthday one, and the numbers, and to match the numbers, I really like that actually, just the plain white on there. It's a big number as well, looks really smart, and it goes with the giant numbers in that same ombre colourful effect. I was going to say last but not least, but it's not because I've got something else down there. Next to last but not least, you've got the script letters in rose gold. We've obviously got those already in silver and gold, and now they're available in rose gold. And the last balloon I want to show you is this one. Now these are called Linky Hearts, and they're Linky Hearts because you can split them open like that and link them together. And these are great because you can just put a heart inside there. So let's get away from the post-it note, and that can either be stuck on there or stuck on there, however you want to do it. So some great new products from Grabo. As I say, I mean, we love Grabo. Grabo, the quality of Grabo is fantastic. They've been making foil balloons for many, many years. And now they've only been in the retail side of things. They used to be, you know, the vendors, so guys walking around selling balloons. That was all they did. Now they've got more into the retail side of things. And they're doing really, really well, particularly here in the UK. So I'm really pleased to be able to show you these. It's really exciting. I think they're coming out with some great products. And there's more products. This isn't everything. I wasn't able to bring up everything, but there are more products as well. So as I say, if you are interested in seeing these in the flesh, you can either go over to Germany, and you can go to the toy fair there. It's still on right now. Or you can go to Spring Fair, which is next week. You might see us there as well. Right. And finally, as they say on the news. Yeah, I just wanted to show you this little thing. Mark from the warehouse, he is from Catalonia, and he decided he was going to make a pasty because he lives here in the UK and wanted to try to make a pasty. So we did. Now, I don't know if he got the numbers wrong or not, or if it was intentional, but this was Mark's pasty. It was nearly a kilo in weight, so that's more than 2 pounds in weight. And he did eat it all in one sitting, one lunchtime here at work. It's so big, look, it didn't even fit properly in the microwave. You can see it hitting the sides, but he ate it all in one sitting. He actually said he could have still eaten more when he'd finished it. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. And it's the biggest pasty I've ever seen. So Mark, well done on the biggest pasty in the world. Very Jeremy Clarkson, isn't it? So anyway, that's it from me. Question of the week. What do you think the trend of 2020 is going to be? Leave your comments down below on Facebook and on YouTube. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. See you next week. Bye.